The MMDA records hundreds of violators on day one of the no-contact apprehension policy. But the jury is still out on how effective NCAP will be in managing congestion when the EDSA rebuild finally begins. Transport officials are looking for ways to make the makeover less painful through schemes that motorists find, well, just as cumbersome. Here's tonight's big story.
This is what EDSA rush hour looked like on Monday. Unlike before, there's fewer or almost no enforcers on the road. Those who did show up said they were only there to assist.
Napansin po natin na medyo marami mga motorista, especially mga nakamotor na umiiwas po sa bike lane. Siguro gawa na rin po ng NCAP nga po natin. And then yung sa mga situation naman, yung challenges natin yan. So far, kailangan natin mag-visibility sa area para makapag-assist tayo ng maayos sa mga motorista.
As of 4 p.m. May 26, MMDA estimated the number of violators of the No Contact Apprehension Policy, or NCAP, at almost 600. These motorists will receive citation tickets via their registered mail. MMDA is still working with telcos so violators could be advised via text as well. The agency is also working on fixing the app where motorists can immediately check for violations. The MMDA defends NCAP again as a mere money-making venture.
Wala po kami sa business ng panghuhuli. Ang panghuhuli po namin ay para po sa disiplina ng ating mga kababayan na dapat po sumunod sila sa traffic rules for safety and para po walang chaos sa kalsada.
Aside from NCAP's restart, the MMDA also announced the comeback of the odd-even scheme, which will be implemented 24/7. Vehicles with plates ending in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 would be prohibited on EDSA on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, while those whose plates end in 0 and even numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8 are banned on the major thoroughfare every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. There will be no restrictions on Sundays, while electric and hybrid vehicles are exempted from the scheme, which will have a one-week dry run that starts on June 16. There are no fines yet during the trial run.
Ito po ay limited sa EDSA lamang. So sa EDSA lamang po tayo magkakaroon ng odd-even scheme. Ito po ay ginagawa natin dahil expected po na with this scheme ay magkakaroon po ng 40% reduction ng vehicle sa EDSA. Roads, aside from EDSA, kung ano po yung number coding scheme sa ngayon, yun pa rin po yung mag-govern.
Already, motorists have qualms over the odd-even scheme.
Yung isa kasi hirap din kasi mayayaman talaga. Pwede ang resolution lang, bibili ng bagong kotse.
Medyo hassle din talaga pag magko-commute ka kasi magastos. Tapos mainit.
Meantime, the DOTR is still negotiating with San Miguel Corporation to allow free passage to parts of Skyway Stage 3, which will serve as an alternate route when the EDSA rebuild begins.
Ina-expect po natin na kung maglilibre uli yung Skyway, ay makaka-reduce po tayo ng between 10 to 20% volume sa EDSA. Kung sasamahan po yan ng odd-even scheme na additional 40%, ina-expect po natin na mas bibilis po yung daloy ng traffic at hindi po magkakaroon ng Carmageddon.
At the moment, EDSA Busway is still fully operational, with DOTR even ordering additional 100 bus units to ply it on a regular basis. The Transportation Department is also looking at additional trains at the MRT and the removal of X-ray scanners in the train line so passengers can load quicker. When EDSA's major makeover kicks off on June 13, the first 2 weeks will be for preparation, where DPWH will preposition equipment and barriers. After that, excavations will begin. First to be affected will be the busway along the stretch of Pasay to Guadalupe and along Caloocan. Authorities hope the entire busway southbound will be done by end of year.
Pagka natapos natin itong rehabilitation ng EDSA, we can guarantee you that it will be a very smooth ride.
The 8.7 billion peso rehab of EDSA is expected to finish by 2027.